I'm still on real estate here. As we reported yesterday, New York City sales of luxury apartments, if they're worth $5 million or more, those luxury apartments sales down 31% in the first half of this year. Now, I say it's because who wants to move to New York City if you make serious money? Because tax reform is going to kill you. Our guest may have a different point of view. His name is Noble Black. He's with the real estate firm Douglas Elliman, which we all, in New York City, everybody knows that company.
Knows, yeah. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, wait a minute. Let me restate my case.
Okay.
Which one percenter in his right mind or her right mind would come to New York City to take a job knowing that if they buy a place here, they'll pay the highest tax rates in the country and they'll get murdered with tax reform? That's why luxury sales are down. Your point is?
I would push back. The ones that are coming here that want to be here, it's still New York. People still want to have a place here. A lot of people have to be here because of their business. A lot of people are already here and have no desire to move. I think the numbers are down because you're looking at new development is an outsized piece of that, and those sales are lower than what they have historically been because of where we are in the cycle.
Now, wait. Let's put this into real English. What you're saying is that the owners of those $5 million plus apartments have reached too high. They've put the price way up there, speculating wildly, and they're not going to get the price.
There's been a lot of aspirational pricing, and that is coming to somewhat of an end. We've seen a little bit of an uptick in terms of activity the last few weeks. But yeah, I think you're seeing that sellers can't ask anything and expect to get that price. Buyers are now wanting to get at least a fair deal, if not a good deal.
Are you telling me that you guys in the real estate business in New York City, oh, you don't care about tax reform? You don't care about an exodus of people who want to save a couple of $1 million?
Not at all. Look, it's certainly not anything that makes us more attractive. And we were not happy to see that that's gotten, less attractive to be here. But most people can't move. What you're talking about is some people on the margin, the very wealthy that have the ability and have the desire to be elsewhere. Now it's slightly more attractive for them to do that than it was before.
Am I right in saying that many of the people who do buy these way upscale places, $5 million or more, are actually foreigners who don't live there for very long and certainly don't have to pay New York City taxes?
A lot of them are, and a lot of them are domestic pied-à-terre. So you have people from California, from Texas, from Minnesota that want a place here. It's not just foreigners, but there's a lot of people, if you have enough money to have 3 or 4 or 5 homes, which frankly there's a lot of people that have they want to have a place in New York. And they're still going to want to have a place in New York.
So why did you want to come on this program knowing that I was going to have a go at you and New York City taxes?
I like getting beaten up.
Oh, come on, we were so gentle, we're so nice.
No. And, look, I think there's still a good story to be told about New York. It's not an 08 or 09 market. People are not fearful out there. Buyers are just taking stock of things, and they want to get a fair price. So now, if you're a buyer that wants a place here, it's a better time to be buying than what it's been the last few years because you've gotten sellers that are finally capitulating and recognizing that pricing has to be reasonable.
That I'll let you get away with.
All right.
The tax business, you're totally wrong. But pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, appreciate it. Thank you.